Welcome to Episode 4 of Architecting Intelligence, introducing original enterprise concepts from author Enamul Haque and his book, The AI-Powered Enterprise. In this episode, we explore the Enterprise Reflex Graph, an architectural model for how an intelligent organization senses, interprets, responds, and learns. Why can the human body react to danger in a fraction of a second, while an enterprise takes weeks to respond to obvious market signals? Organizations capture millions of signals daily, but instead of triggering action, they are instantly trapped inside rigid departmental boundaries. This creates the response latency problem. Intelligence manually climbs formal hierarchies, waiting on scheduled meetings before anyone can authorize an action. An organization can possess perfect data and still fail because that intelligence cannot travel, combine, or reach the correct decision-maker in time. By the time a strategy is finally approved, the opportunity has often vanished, or a minor anomaly has intensified into a major crisis. In The AI-Powered Enterprise, author Enamul Haque argues that the strategic imperative requires building a connected organizational nervous system, bypassing these traditional delays entirely. Hoarding vast amounts of information without the internal architecture to react to it instantaneously leaves an enterprise highly vulnerable to faster competitors. To map the actual pathways through which business stimuli become coordinated actions, Enamul Haque introduces the Enterprise Reflex Graph. The first capability is to sense. Imagine a subtle supply chain delay at a regional vendor. Long before inventory managers notice the shortage, the network continuously scans the operational edge and detects a faint anomaly. Next, the graph must interpret. It cross-references this raw signal with institutional memory, real-time inventory levels, and strategic priorities. The system identifies that this specific delay threatens major customer commitments next quarter. Intelligence is useless if it sits in a silo, so the third step is to route. The insight instantly fires through organizational synapses, bypassing departmental walls to simultaneously reach operations, finance, and customer service. By sensing, interpreting, and routing this intelligence instantly, the enterprise completely eliminates the latency of hierarchical reporting and aligns every relevant function for immediate action. This leads to the fourth capability, respond. For familiar, bounded issues, the graph uses established stimulus-response arcs to trigger coordinated contingency actions, like automatically securing secondary suppliers and updating delivery windows. This architecture, however, remains strictly distinct from uncontrolled automation. The graph relies on reflex hierarchies. If a situation is highly ambiguous, structurally material, or crosses predefined risk thresholds, it bypasses automated routines. These complex decisions escalate directly to conscious human leadership. Finally, the enterprise must learn. Every time an action is taken, whether automated or escalated, a feedback loop evaluates the outcome, recalibrating its thresholds and strengthening the most effective reflexes for the future. By delegating routine problem-solving to organizational reflexes, the Enterprise Reflex Graph elevates executive leadership, buying leaders the clarity and focus required for high-stakes strategic choices. The guiding principle of this architecture is governed velocity. Moving fast provides value only when the response is appropriate and highly controlled. A mature network preserves strategic alignment at every stage. It maps distinct decision authority and ensures explicit human accountability for all consequential outcomes. Ultimate competitive advantage depends on cultivating governed organizational reflexes that recognize threats, coordinate responses, and learn faster than traditional management cycles, rather than simply running isolated AI models. To explore how to design these intelligence pathways and build your enterprise reflex graph, read Enamul Haque's blueprint in his book, The AI-Powered Enterprise. Tomorrow's successful organizations must evolve beyond heavy automation to become truly biologically responsive.